gonna talk on behalf of the trucking industry. There's a lot of issues that you guys not seeing. I feel like there's a lot of blame to be given to everyone. But the problem is that we're not finding a solution. We're having issues from the moment 2021 hit, from not getting enough equipment, there's no chassis, making appointments. For people that make appointments here, who deals with Pure E? Raise your hands. How long does it take you to make an appointment at Pure E? Literally, you have to click on that system for like hours to find one appointment. How can we grow as a company when we're sitting there wasting time to find an appointment? The other issue is the lack of misinformation that is given to the public. Let me tell you one thing. There is no shortage of drivers, guys. There's none, okay? There's none. We have plenty of drivers. The issue that we're having right now is the fact that our drivers are spending countless unnecessary hours at the port, wasting hours to get that one container. We have 50 containers to outgate that week. Guess how many that driver outgated when he used to get 25 containers in a week? He outgated maybe like half of his freight. Why? Because he wasted 10 to 15 hours waiting at the port for maybe 3 containers. And that's on a good day, okay? So for our companies like us, the other issue is the appointment system. How can we ingate all this freight, all these empty containers back when there's no appointments? Like literally none. So we're getting hit with per diems. My company itself, with MSC, we're getting hit with $85,000 of per diem fees because we're not able to ingate the containers. And guess what? The steamship lines don't care. We can go back and complain about the charges, but they don't care.
They simply ban you, right? That's their solution.
If you don't pay, let me tell you something. You don't pay for that one for that steamship line, you can no longer move freight for that steamship line.
Yeah.
So how can we move as a company, as small business owners, how can we move the rest of, or keep our customers happy when we have these huge bills? And the main problem is here that we're not seeing is no one is taking accountability of the issue. No one is blaming anyone. The moment that we find out who is to blame for this is when we can start fixing the problem. From the point that there's no chassis, there's no appointment, we can engage the empties, we cannot outgate the containers. There is not an issue about the lack of drivers. There are plenty of drivers. I have over 50 owner-operators waiting to work, but guess what? Our freight is sitting on waters, deep in waters, because it's no longer visible for us to see, but it's sitting there. And we cannot outgate it because for whatever reason, whether it is waiting time at the port, or they're saying, well, the news, for example, right? News are saying, oh, well, there's a shortage of drivers and the companies are not picking the containers. That's not true. Why is that? There is no shortage of drivers. Our drivers are at the port, waiting 2 shifts, working 2 shifts. I have drivers that work literally from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 in the morning, daily, trying to get our containers out. Because we have containers that my company does out of state, most of the time, like 99% of it. So for my drivers to be at the port picking up those containers is a waste of time because with the new ELD logbook, you can't sit there for 16 hours. Guess what? By the time you get your container out, your hours are already expired.